we're back. How's everybody doing today? This is AOTP with Corey and Sean.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us. Once again, we would like to apologize as a show for any females we may have offended with last week's episode.
You're just a woman with a small brain. With a brain a third the size of us. It's science.
Or by we, I mean Casey might have offended.
Just in case you might have heard it from the kitchen. Sorry.
Today, honestly, I know we're about a week behind on this, but our recording schedule kind of leaves us that way. We want to talk about the presidential debate and what an absolute fiasco it was for our dear President Potato Head.
Let's go lick the world. Let's get it done.
It's Mr. President Potato Head.
Mr. President Potato Head.
Or is it President Mr. Potato Head?
It's President Pudding Brain. Yeah, and how absolutely just... I knew it was going to be bad, but it was worse than anything I could have ever imagined. And realistically, I'm a Trump guy. Trump, whatever. All he had to do was show up and let Biden speak. And essentially, that's what he did. I mean, of course, he's Trump. He's going to get his digs in, and good for him for it. He was fairly on point the whole time, but, oh my God, Biden, that was just an absolute fucking mess the whole time.
Well, there was a reason for that.
What? Senility?
No. They said that he chose to go against his aides and wanted to fly around the world. And he had jet lag. He got back on the 15th, and the debate wasn't till the 27th. But he had 12-day-old jet lag. And then also his makeup people, they said that they used a paler shade of makeup on him, which is why he looked like a corpse. And then also he had a cold, so that's why he was sleepy.
Well, the whole thing, he had 12 days at Camp David, where, let's be realistic, he's not doing much more than trying his damnedest to memorize the lines they have for him and the answers that they've already given CNN for the debate.
Long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. They're feeding him this shit along with his morning oatmeal. And, I mean, what else is he doing? He's just sitting there and fucking napping. And since then, I mean, what's the fallout that's come from it is, back to the excuses. It's like, well, he was tired from a flight. No. He was 12 days removed from a fucking flight, so that's out. He had a cold. Well, he went to the Waffle House later that night, so, I mean, he didn't have too bad of a cold for that. And
yeah, but I feel like Waffle House has healing properties, so,
I know.
That makes sense. That's probably why they went.
It's excellent for a hangover.
It is, but, I mean, he wasn't drunk. He was just fucking loopy.
Man's crazy. Loco. Always hanging out around those kinky strip bars. You know, the ones where the men take their clothes off? Oh, for God. That's, of course, if he's taking his medication.
Medication?
Yes, without it, he could be anywhere, wandering around, talking to the trees. Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights. Isn't that right?
But...
See, I was surprised, actually, because I was expecting, like, they'd jam every bit of, focus, Adderall up his ass as much, fill him with it. And I was personally expecting him for the debate to be just jittering and, all over the place, just amped up. But no.
No, he had 3 looks in that whole debate. His face changed 3 times. One, you could tell his eyes were baby need nap, baby hungry, baby went poo-poo. Like, that's the only 3 fucking looks he had in the whole debate. And the most fired up he got was in discussing their fucking golf game.
Which was the highlight of the whole debate, because I feel like that's the only part that both of them were speaking truthfully. You could see Trump, he was staying calm and collected, and then Biden said that he had a 6 handicap, which I don't play golf, so I don't know what that means, but Biden said that he had one of those, and Trump just snaps over, looks at him like what on earth are you talking about, man? You're going to sit here and say you have a 6? That's insane.
I'm sure his handicap's way worse.
If he would have brought that up earlier, maybe Trump could have got shaken up in later stuff.
Honestly, I think that Biden has another handicap that was way more on display that night than his golf one. It's like his dementia pretty much was on full view for everybody to see, and what's come of it. He's got how many Democrats demanding that he drop out of the race, but he is so adamant. I'm going to finish this race. I'm going to do this because I can beat Trump. Ooh, a penny.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I hope to God he stays in the race because, I mean, they know, that's why they're wanting him to drop out. They know, it's like, well, after that, it's only going to go downhill. There's another debate in September, and I have no doubt it's going to go exactly like the last one. But hey, he set the groundwork for his excuse when the day after he was at that event, and he said, I don't debate real well anymore. And
I can give small children the middle finger.
No reason for you to vote for him.
yeah. It's like, oh, I can't argue a point, and I don't know what's fucking going on, but I'm going to run the country.
I can take walks in my underwear, but as long as I look happy while I'm doing it, people just assume I'm senile.
It's like, no. Just, what a fucking Nimrod. Yeah, he just, I mean, he was up there shitting his pants and the bed for the Democrats, and
well, they said there's been how many Hollywood elite have said that if he stays in the race, they're not going to donate any money. I mean, and that's just them. I mean, who knows who else? Because they've said a whole lot of large Democratic donors have said that they won't give money if he doesn't drop out.
if he is running, and well, he was the one you donated to 4 years ago, and he was honestly almost as bad as he is now. I mean, he wasn't much better.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
I specifically remember the debates when at one point here he's talking to Trump and he like Trump said something and he goes, "You shut up," and I'm like, dude, you just told a sitting president to shut up. It's like,
That's just because he's tough.
that's because he's a hard-nosed old bastard.
It's like the what was it? It was a steel worker, or I forget what it was. The guy that he threatened that he was going to take him outside and fight him.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, it was like 35, 40 years old, and he's a freaking
steel worker.
Yeah, he was a big, thick-looking dude. And Joe's like, "Oh, let's take you outside," because the guy was saying like, "No, you're trying to steal our guns. Is all you're doing." And
I remember that. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
And he's sitting there, and he was.
I think it was an auto worker.
Was it?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what he was, but it was.
I think it was in Detroit. I think it was an auto worker.
Is it? Yeah, but he's a blue collar dude. Like,
yeah, big fucking blue collar dude, hard hat. He wears a hard hat to work. Don't fuck with him, Joe.
And let's keep it coming. There's a lot of guys.
But that was that particular. I just remember that particular event was he was talking about how nobody needs an AR, and
That's when he said, "I got a shotgun. That's all I need."
yeah. Oh no, that was when he was vice president, and he was saying the
Oh,
only
he said
thing.
it more than once.
Well, yeah, but
Actually, I think he said he had 2 shotguns in that one.
and he said all you need is a double barrel shotgun. You go shoot it outside, and then they'll run away.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I do love that years after he said that, a guy in New York actually did that and took his shotgun out and shot it in the air when somebody was breaking into his house, and the police showed up and arrested the homeowner.
Yep.
Because they were like, and he was like, "I'm just doing what my vice president told me to," and the guy was like, "Well, you clearly you don't know," because he's an idiot. Because that's very illegal.
Yeah. Well, just the thought of having a double barrel shotgun waiting at your door, and I'm like, well, what do you have your horse and buggy parked outside, waiting to take you and the Secret Service around? It's like, dude, that's just
Casey, put up the Founding Fathers green text.
good job.
He'll do that in post. I'll remember to send it to him this time.
Yeah, dumbass. But I mean, it's just, well, like as far as the Founding Fathers go, do you really think they would look at us now and it's like that guy had the same job as me? I couldn't be happier.
No.
It's like I would honestly think you could put George Washington right now as he lays in his grave up there, and he would put on a better performance.
George
in a
Washington
debate
said
than
when he
fucking
was
Biden.
alive, not even after he was dead, when he was alive, hey guys, don't form 2 rival political parties. It won't end well. And what happened the moment he left office?
Yeah, they did just that.
2 rival political parties.
Yeah. But I'm saying you could dig him up right now and put him on stage against Trump, and he's going to fare better than Biden.
probably.
It's like George Washington's corpse will debate better than Joe Biden.
Well, but what if Biden does back off, and then we absolute honor of being run by Kamala?
You know what, though? I have always, since he picked her to be his running mate, because I remember the debates where she was like, oh, he's a crotchety old racist.
Yeah.
And then immediately...
And he touches women.
Yeah, he touches women. He's a racist, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. It's like, I always, from the get-go, said that she was Joe Biden's insurance policy.
Oh, yeah.
As far as they're not going to impeach him, they're not going to get rid of him, because if they get rid of him, look what they fucking got next. It's like, nobody
That
wants
was
her.
like Pence and Trump. It's like, do you really want to kill Trump? Because if you do, then Mike Pence is the president.
Yeah, that dullard.
But no, I mean, with Kamala, like, I'm just waiting for her to put a video out, maybe close to the election, where she's just like stamping her feet like a toddler and screaming about all the people she fucked to get up to her position. Like, that'll be great. Just like, I fucked this old corpse.
Like, she's
and
the
that guy.
embodiment of blown her way to the top.
Yeah.
I'll give her this, though. The fact that when Biden was running the first time, he ran on the point of, he's like, yeah, I'm just going to run for this 4-term presidency, and then I'm going to leave because I gotta save America. And after I save America, I'm old. I got to go. And if you're Kamala Harris, you're like, oh, well, I'll just sit here and deal with this guy for 4 years, and then I'll be up there.
Yep.
And then it comes around, and he's like, actually, no. I'd rather be up here with dementia than let this woman
That's
run the
It's-
country.
Out of all the people they're tossing around names to replace him, nobody is saying, well, Kamala's next in line. No, she's not. Nobody
No.
wants her.
The country hates
They
her.
even talked about Big Mike. Did you see that? It was on, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been CNBC was talking about that, and they were talking about the fact that people are, like, a lot of people have been saying this, but that maybe Michelle Obama will run for president. And some guy live on air was like, yeah, even Big Mike. Michelle Obama. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Big Mike.
Oh, we do.
Anyway, yeah. It's crazy.
She's packing more than old
I was
Harry
like,
is.
man, how do you do that on live TV, man?
You know
He
what?
probably don't got it. No, he probably does have his job.
That was a Freudian slip, is what that was.
Yeah.
But I mean, this whole fucking thing, it's like the debate itself. I understand it was bad, and he's dementia ridden and all that. But I mean, think about what he mainly he basically touted his record, which he has nothing to really go on, and it's like, Trump, you're a convicted felon, blah blah blah. And then what else did he said he inherited the inflation, which Trump was quick to point out that, no, you had zero inflation for 14 months, and then it started because you did your senile bullshit. But
the biggest one, and I think the most egregious one, was Biden saying that he had no military personnel die under his presidency. That was the worst, because it's easily fact checked, and I'm pretty sure that just everybody knows that it's like, no, yeah, we saw the Afghanistan stuff.
You know what?
Why would you bring up the thing that is
your biggest black eye? You're absolutely right on that.
out of all of the stuff that he did? Like, that's the one that if you had to pick the worst one, that's
Like
probably
that.
the
That's
worst
the
one.
most unforgivable sin he committed. But also, there's another one that he said, and I just fucking loved it. He didn't just get fact checked; he got called flat out on it by the person or by the people he was referencing, and that was the Border Patrol, and how he said they've always endorsed him and they supported him 100%. And the president of the Border Patrol Union put on X immediately. It's like, we have never endorsed him, nor will we ever. And I'm like,
I just like the Afghanistan thing. If he wanted to keep himself above water, I'd have never come anywhere close to it.
Yeah,
Like
divert.
Don't bring it up.
If somebody was asking me like, "Hey, what's that blanket you got on you?" Oh, it's a
Quilt.
It's a quilt.
It's a quilt.
And then if somebody's like, "Hey, what about that fiasco in Afghanistan?" What's that? Never heard of it. Anyway, like,
It's like, did you know Trump was a criminal? He was convicted in a court in New York.
he paid off a porn star.
Yeah, he did say that. You had sex with a porn star and you paid her, and
So
I'm still not. You have not yet said one thing illegal that he is supposedly being convicted of. But I mean, that's the whole thing.
I don't like the insinuation of that.
Everything Biden said was just. It's not even that he was lying. He was just. I mean, confused is not really accurate because it's like he just seemed completely unaware of where he even was.
What must be what?
It's like he was arguing for his spot on the council of Planet Zarlak.
Misfit toys.
Yeah, I mean he was the fucking misfit toy up there. He clearly didn't know what the hell was going on, and then watching him afterwards when Dr. Jill was walking him over to shake hands with the CNN people. I mean, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He can't even walk.
and he's sitting there with his mouth open like he's trying to catch flies.
Well, maybe he is.
His tongue hanging out and that fucking dumb look in his eyes, like blank. Nothing going on behind those eyes. He's just like,
hey, give him some credit there. There was probably a really hot 5-year-old that he was staring at.
yeah, or a fucking ice cream cone. Somebody, I need that. Is that chocolate chip?
Or the fact that he's so close to death's door that he is seeing beyond the veil. And I'll be honest, if you could see beyond the veil, you'd probably have a stupid look on your face too.
Well, at that point, it looked like he was Russell Crowe in Gladiator, and he was opening the fucking door, getting ready to walk through. But then somebody like hit him in the back of the head with a fucking BB gun. It's like, hey, Joe, wake up!
Morning, dickhead.
Oh, you're an asshole, Trump. It was so fucking pathetic to watch, and the fact that even all the Democrats, and as we discussed off camera, how they want him gone now because they know he can't possibly, repair the damage he did with that. They're giving the media free rein to just start making fun of him too. It's like pointing out his obvious flaws. The Democrats want him out of there, and I love it. Not one Republican's like, we want him out. It's like, no, every Republican's like, fucking keep him in. It's like now the Democrats are like, we need to impeach him quick. Too bad.
That would be ridiculous if they were like, we're going to impeach Trump or Biden, and the Republicans were just like, nah, actually, we're good. We don't need to.
Like, no.
We don't think he's done anything wrong.
Like, we think he's done a pretty good job.
Bang up job, sir.
It's like, let's wait till after that.
I mean,
second
though,
debate.
even the thing is, though, that as shown with Trump, it's like just because you start the impeachment doesn't mean that it's like, oh, you're not president now. So
the second impeachment of Trump blew my mind because it's like, he's already out of office. What are we impeaching? It's like,
well, we'll not get into that. That's a whole other
that's a completely different
topic.
Yeah, that all sorts of fun shit can be added to that one. But this one, we're talking about the debate and just what a walking, talking bag of pudding fiasco Joe Biden has become. And now the Democrats are fucking paying for it. It's like, hey, this was your guy 4 years ago, and what have we heard since? I mean, when you talk to somebody who actually voted for him, what do you say? Well, at least he's not Trump. And I'm like, in what fucking way is this better? Well, he's better than Trump. Tell me how. Tell me fucking how. But yeah, that's their whole fucking thing is he was the lesser of two evils, and I'm like, 4 years later. Let's fucking hear how he was the lesser of the two evils, because in what way is this country better now than it was 4 years ago when Trump left office? Like, honestly, it's not. All your fucking fictitious numbers, his unemployment's high. No, those unemployment numbers are inflated because of the jobs that everybody lost during COVID and got back. And they're low-paying jobs. They're not even, it's got like, we got more fast food jobs out there. It's like, good for fucking you. Like, those people pay a lot of taxes. I know it's them evil rich fucks, but still. That's the best they can fucking come up with. Is, at least it's not Trump. Well, Trump wasn't so bad. And just like the debate, you put him side by side with Biden, Trump, hell. I'll take Trump over that fucking ailing windbag any day. Because at least Trump is of this fucking world and dimension and planet. I mean, he just. I swear, I'm getting pissed now.
And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off. He said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke.
What? You're starting to sound like a dog-faced pony soldier is what you're doing.
What?
Dog-faced pony soldier and Corn Pop.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Yeah, he's a bad dude. Had a straight razor.
And he's had a straight razor, and he rubbed my legs. The kids rubbed my legs to feel the white hairs on them.
Yeah, because
Corn Pop was a bad dude. You know what, though? Actually, even like after the debate, when they made their closing statements, Trump was pretty clear on his message, blah, blah, blah. Biden, all I can remember is when he was just teetering off. He was talking about something, and then he goes, and then we're going to fight all the lead pipes in the country because of all the health problems they cause. It's like, did I miss in this whole fucking debate where somebody said something about lead pipes that we need to fight? He inserted that so randomly, and it's like, oh,
the ghosts in the afterlife have lead pipes, and they're coming for him.
Oh, okay. Well, what kind of health problems besides lead? They go, it's bad.
He needs that second term so he can cure cancer. He still hasn't done that yet. He said he was going to.
Well, he's going to cure lead poisoning first out of the water.
Yeah, and he said he's going to get rid of all automatic weapons.
Casey's starting to hallucinate.
Oh, and he's also going to beat up Medicare.
Yeah, yeah.
Trump said it best. He's like, I don't know what he said, and I don't think he did either.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Like, he 100%, in a nutshell, that was Biden's whole debate.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's all. I want to go into this now. We're good on time, right? Yeah. So I guess we will see you all next week. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned, because I'm sure next week will be good too.
Yeah.